Still tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos, tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos, tipping on Bobos, wrapped in Bobos, pimping Bobos, and I'm packing Bobos. I'm still tipping on Bobos.
Y'all, what I'm giving y'all? What I'm giving y'all? Not a damn thing.
Looking like a quarter lick. Run up on me, you get hit. And all my bitches with the shit.
It is Nay Bangers. It's your OG Nay. It's your OG. It's your OG. It's your OG Nay. And today I'm back with a different video. Today I'm going to do a story time. My first story time. I'm going to do a story time, y'all. And as y'all can see by the title, y'all know what my story time is about. Okay, so my last class is supposed to go till 8:20, but my professor always let us out early. So I think that night, I don't remember what day it was on. I don't remember none of that. But my professor let us go early, so it had to be around like probably like 7:30, 7:40, around that time. My professor let us go early, and I'm walking out of class. I request my little Uber, blah blah blah. So when I looked at the Uber, first of all, my Uber driver name was some crazy ass shit that I can't even fucking pronounce. It was something crazy. Like, I swear it had about 15 letters in just his first name. So I knew I wasn't gonna be able to pronounce that shit. So I walked in my best friend's job, and I was sitting with her until my Uber came. My Uber finally came, so I'm telling her, "Oh, see you, bitch. About to leave. About to catch my little Uber." So I get in the Uber. Look at my braids, keep getting stuck. So I get in the Uber. There's one sitting beside me and one sitting in the front. They was real nice or whatever. You know, they greeted me when I got in the car. I was like, "Oh, hey, blah, blah, blah." My Uber driver was kind of like silent, like he wasn't talking. So I'm like, that's good. I'm going to have an Uber driver that don't talk, because every time I get in the Uber, it's always an Uber driver that always want to be rapping, asking me, "Oh, what you studying for school?" Like, basically asking me all the stuff that I really don't want to talk about. First of all, I had a long day, so stop talking to me. So, we dropped off the first lady, and then like 2 minutes later, the second lady got off like at the next corner. So I'm sitting in the backseat listening to my music, because the man had no music playing. So I got my headphones in, bumping my little music. So the Uber driver turned around, and he was like, why the bitch couldn't get out when I let the first lady out? She could have walked down the street if she lived a block away. So I was just like, oh, he is rude. So I'm like, he is rude. I don't want to talk to him. So I still got music playing. So then he turned around again. He was like, do you smoke cigarettes? And I'm looking like, no, I don't smoke cigarettes. I said, why you ask what you want, smoke a cigarette? He was like, please, I really need to smoke a cigarette. I need to smoke a cigarette. So I'm like, oh, go ahead, smoke a cigarette. I said, what you been an Uber driver, what you can't smoke cigarettes? He was like, no, we not supposed to smoke at all when we driving, or like even on our breaks, we not supposed to like smoke in our car. We got to smoke outside the car, because the people get in, you know, they smell the little scent of the cigarette. Some people not gonna like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you can smoke a cigarette. Like, I don't mind if you smoke a cigarette. Like, that's cool. So he was like, thank you so much, because I've been needing to smoke a cigarette for the past 3 hours. Everybody that picked up, they were so rude. Like, them two girls that was just in the car, they were so fucking rude. He said, I kept asking. He said, I got out the car. He said, I tried to be a nice gentleman. I got out the car and tried to open the door for her, and she ain't even say thank you. He was like, bitch, I ain't have to open the door for you. So I was just cracking up. I'm like, oh my God. So the man, he light his little cigarette. So then he was like, you want to sit in the front seat? So I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I don't want to sit in the front seat. He like, oh no, I only asked because when I smoke the cigarette, and I run my window, the smoke is gonna blow in your face. I didn't know if you was cool with that. So I'm like, oh, it's cool, like, cause like a lot of my family members smoke cigarettes, so like, I'm used to it. Like, it ain't gonna do nothing to me. So he was like, oh, okay. So we get the riding. I still got my music playing, but I got music turned down, because I'm like, this man just keep turning around talking to me, which means he gonna keep talking to me this whole ride. So all of a sudden so after he dropped off the two ladies, he seen where I was going. He was like, dang, what part of Southeast you live in? And I was like, over there by Anacostia Station. He was like, oh my God. He said, every time I leave out of Southeast, I always gotta come back. Like, Southeast, that's like, I don't even know, but Southeast connected to everything. He said, I can't even get out of Southeast. Every time I leave here, I keep going back. Now I gotta take you back to Southeast. So he was like, what's closer to your house? And I'm like, my house. You're not about to drop me off somewhere else and then I'm about to walk home. No, you about to drop me off at my location that I put for you to drop me off on the Uber app. So he was like, dang. He was like, so I forgot to tell y'all, my Uber driver was a Chinese man. He was like a bony Chinese man, like my size, like bony like me, a bony Tony Chinese man. And his name was something I couldn't pronounce, but he kept saying his name was what did he say? Timmy. His name was something. It was like something with a T. Tommy. We just gonna call him T. That's what we gonna call him because I do not remember his name or nothing. He asked me, he turned around again. Every time he talked to me, he had to turn around and look at me like, you need to pay attention to the road. So I'm looking at me, watch the road. So he like, well, since you live in Southeast, what curry out do you go to? What's your favorite curry out? So I'm like, oh, the only curry I eat from is Sonny's. Like, I don't eat no other curry out in Southeast. The only curry I eat is Sonny's. Like, Sonny's is the best curry out to me, hands down, in Southeast. Comment down below what curry out y'all like to eat from because I like to eat from Sonny's. I think it's on Good Hope Road. I don't know where it's at, but you know, I know the number by heart because that's my place. But I was like, yeah, I eat from Sonny's. And he was like, oh, have you ever ate from a place called, the curry out name is his name, but I forgot his name, so it's something like with a T, so I'm gonna just say T curry out. He was like, I was like, no, I never heard of that curry out. He was like, it's by the stadium, like in like close to the southeast side, but by the stadium. I'm like, oh no, I don't know what curry you're talking about. He told me, yeah, I had a curry out over there. This is where everything turns. Like, this is where everything turns. Like, this nigga he had to be crazy. I don't know, but I don't know. So I'm like, no, I never been to that curry out before. He was like, yeah, I had my own curry out, and he was like, now he was like, I just sold my curry out. Now I'm trying. What he said? He said I still do business, but I don't. He said I stopped doing curry out for a while. Now I do, like, he sell like cable. He told some, yeah, so if you need cable, you know, if you need some like exclusive cable, some stuff that's not expensive, you can always come to me. So I'm like, this nigga is a fucking scammer. Like, my Uber driver is a scammer. So he was like, yeah, I sold my curry out, and what he say? I got back like 50,000. He was like, I got back like 50,000. My nose itch. He's like, I got back like 50,000, and now I want to open up a new curry out, but I want to open up one closer to Southeast. So I'm like, that's competition. Like, I'm still gonna go to Sonny's. So he was like, yeah, what you think is is like a best area to open up a curry out? He was like, he had a location on MLK, and I'm like, I mean, MLK is cool too, but I'm gonna go to Sonny's. So I think I asked him why he stopped doing curry out, and he was like, I stopped doing curry out because he was like, because, you know, it's just dangerous everywhere you go in DC. He said not even in Southeast, but everywhere. He said he was like, my place been robbed, my place been shot up. So he was like, I had to stop doing curry out for a minute. So I'm like, okay, that's understandable. Like, this is DC, like, they crazy. Then he randomly came out the blue and was like, I got shot, that's why I stopped doing curry out. So I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, I got shot, that's why I stopped doing curry out. He was like, because my curry out was the kind of curry out where we deliver our curry out. He was like, most curry outs don't deliver because of like you know, like the crime and all the other stuff. You know, most curry outs not gonna deliver. So I'm like, yeah, that's understandable. Like, a lot of curry outs don't deliver, but Sonny's, they deliver. So, you know, I'm loyal to Sonny's. So he was like, yeah, he was like, and then I was the type of curry out, like, if I deliver your food, I'm gonna get out the car and bring it to your door. He was like, now curry out people, they don't bring it to your door, they just call you and be like, curry out outside. he changed his accent and everything. So curry out outside. And so he was like, I was the type of curry out that I'll ring your doorbell and bring the curry out to your door. He was like, so the first time I got shot, he said I was in Capitol Heights. And I was delivering some food in this nice neighborhood. He said the neighborhood was so nice. He said I'm getting out the car. He was like, and there's two young boys standing on the corner smoking their little cigarettes. So I'm just walking my little food. He was like, I'm walking the food to the house. He said, and I kept hearing footsteps behind me. He said, I'm like, oh, ain't nothing about to happen. Like, I feel good. I'm in a nice neighborhood. Ain't nothing about to happen. He said, the faster I kept going, the faster they kept going. He said, and then I got closer to the door. He said, the next thing you know, they pulled out a gun. He said, I dropped the food and I tried to run. They shot me right in the chest. Right in the chest. I was like, dang, that's crazy. He said, they goddamn shot me for $16. They couldn't even pay for their crayon. It was $16. I was cracking up. Like, I wasn't laughing because he got shot. I was laughing because how he was telling the story. He was like, they shot me for $16. $16. It was just $16. If you ain't have it, I could have paid for your goddamn food and gave it to you for free. But yet you shot me. He said, then when they shot me, they didn't even take the food. They just shot me and ran. He said, it's so cracking up. I'm like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Then he was like, I was like, so after you got shot the first time, did you go deliver food again? He was like, yeah, because I ain't scared. I'm not scared. He said, so this time I went in Southeast. He said, I tried to do it one more time. I tried to walk the food to the door. He said, this time they shot me again. They shot me in the chest. He said, this time they shot me and they took all the food. They didn't even need our new food. They took all the food. I was like, dang, that's crazy. I said, so you stopped after the second time? He said, hell yeah, I stopped because I got shot in the chest 2 times. He said, but the second time it went from my chest and then it hit me on my side. He said, so the police kept asking me, did I get shot twice? And I was like, no, I only got shot once. It's only 1 bullet. So it was like, he said, the police said, I mean, I was like, dang, they got you good. He was like, I ain't know whether I could laugh or be mad. So I read the backseat cracking up. I'm like, this man is a fucking comedian. So then he was like, yeah, I stopped delivering after the second time I got shot because I can't do it no more. He said, I'm young and I can't keep living like this. He says, after that, he said, you know what I did? I said, what you do? He said, you know, I started hanging around Southeast. He said, I was hanging in all the hoods. I ain't gonna tell you what hoods I be in because I got some OGs that's from these hoods. I can't bring up the hoods. I can't talk about the OGs. So I'm cracking up. I'm like, this man is funny. So he was like, I started hiring the big time drug dealers and the OGs to deliver my food. I started hiring them to deliver my food. He said, because when they pull up and they say they food outside, you ain't going to shoot them. You ain't going to shoot them because what they look like, but you going to shoot me. You going to shoot me. So I'm cracking up. I'm like, this man is hilarious. He was like, yeah, so I stopped delivering food. I had my OGs. He said, I still hang with them and stuff. I still hang with them. So I'm like, oh, okay. So then I hit a little doo-doo-doo, which means Rod about to get in the car because I did pool. So he picked up this boy from Gallery Place. He had some dreadlocks. And I don't remember what he looked like. I just remember he had dreadlocks. And he was all slouched down in the seat. He had his hands in his pocket. So the Uber driver was like, what, you about to shoot me too? You about to shoot me too? So I'm cracking up. I'm like, this man is hilarious. So the boy looked over. And then he looked back at me. He was like, what's up with him? I said, nah, you know, he just a little paranoid because he been shot 2 times for delivering curry out. So the man was like, shot 2 times? And you still living? He said, yeah, man, I got shot in the chest. So the Uber driver get to telling the story over to the man in the passenger seat cracking up. Then he was like, yeah. So now I don't even do curry out no more. He said, fuck that shit. I just cook the food. He said, I just stay there and cook the food. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm just sitting in the backseat shaking my head, cracking up. Then he was like, yeah. Then he was asking the boy, he was like, you think I should get a gun? So the boy was like, shit, if you got shot all them fucking times, yeah, you need a gun. You need protection out here. You need a gun. So the Uber driver like, damn, but I don't want to get no gun. And then I got to be a gangster or I'm going to be looked at as a gangster. So the boy was like, you can't be no gangster until you do gangster moves. You got to do gangster things to be considered a gangster. He was like, yeah, that is true. He said, you know what? I may have to talk to my OGs about it. If I talk to my OGs, then they'll tell me if I should get a gun. He says, man, that's crazy. So that's crazy. He was like, then he started telling us stories about when he was hanging with his OGs. He was like, yeah, my OGs took me to the club. He said this one time my OG, he was drinking and stuff. He what did he say? He was drunk and he passed out. Like he just laid there, was dead. He told, I thought this nigga was dead. So I'm like, dead? What the hell? So then he was like, he said, I went to the bathroom and I came back. And my OG was saying somebody stole $200 out of his pocket. He said, damn, I don't even know what happened. He said, because I was in the bathroom. He said, next thing you know, he shot some nigga in the head 8 times. I said, 8 times? What the hell you was that? What the hell? Why I ain't hear about this on the news? I think that nigga was lying the whole time. He probably was lying. So he was like, yeah, he shot him 8 times. He said, but yet they shot me over $16. They shot me over $16. So I was dying. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. I said, how long you been living in like the US? He was like, well, I've been here for probably like 10 years or so. He said, but you know one thing I love about y'all? I said, what? Y'all got some good gas. So I started cracking up. I'm like, oh my God, this nigga is ghetto. So he was like, yeah, that's why I be in Southeast all the time, because people in Southeast always sparking me up. They always got some good gas. He said, that's why when I drop you off, I may have to roll up on one of my OGs, tell them spark something, and then I'm gonna have to chill in my Uber car. I ain't picking up no riders until I'm sober. I ain't picking up no riders until I'm sober. So I'm cracking up something, bro. I may have to get me a gun. So then he was like, I'm telling y'all right now, since y'all entertaining me and listening to my life story, it went out with my curry out, I'm gonna remember y'all. Come in there and I get y'all free food, you know, put it on the house, because I fucks with y'all. He said, from now on, I'm y'all OG. So I start cracking up. Like, I know this nigga is fucking lying. I know. So we get to put up at my house. I was like, it's fine right here. Like, I can get out right here. He was like, all right. So I was like, thank you. Y'all be safe. So he rolled down the window. I'm getting to walk to my house. He rolled down the window and told something. Hey, if somebody pull out a gun on you, call me. Call your OG. I got your back. So I started cracking up. Then I get in the house. I had to tell my father and them the story. They was in here dying. Y'all, when I tell y'all that Uber driver was everything, I gave him a $5 tip, everything, because that Uber driver real loud, like made my ride home. Like, any other Uber driver be like, oh, how was school? Like, asking me some dumbass shit like something like my father. But this man was like a fucking comedian. Like, I was in there dying. I was like, Mom, that's the end of this story time. Y'all. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what y'all thought of my first story time. I got endless more stories. So if y'all want to hear more stories, I got endless more stories. Just let me know. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Before anything, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what was y'all thoughts on my first story time. Let me know what y'all want to see next. Share my videos and just leave a comment. See y'all in the next one.
I'm a poppin' ass bitch, let me roll.